Donald Trump had some high praise for Khabib Nurmagomedov after meeting him at UFC 302. Trump posted this photo. He wrote, "Khabib Nurmagomedov, who retired after a record of 29-0, never having lost even a single round, is probably the greatest fighter of all time. I met him at the UFC event on Saturday night in New Jersey. A really smart guy. Big things in the future for Khabib." Dominick Reyes plans to snap his 4-fight losing streak. Reyes believes he has the pedigree to get back on top. He's scheduled to fight Dustin Jacoby at UFC on ESPN 57.
As long as I wake up, there's always hope. You know, every day that you get an opportunity to compete, every day that you're here, there's always hope. And to your point, the UFC's light heavyweight division is very performance-based. And I have the pedigree to get me back to the top, you know, or pretty much anyone in the division has the opportunity to put a couple together. But it's one of the hardest divisions in terms of one punch and it's over. You know, it's not like the other divisions where you could take a bunch of strikes and stay in it, you know. It's closer to one punch in this division, so it makes it harder to string together a few. I was thinking about this the other day, actually. I was like, man, I put together 6 in a row in the UFC's light heavyweight division. That's pretty wild, you know. And yeah, I'm right back to it. I'm right back to that, I guess, style of fighter. So that's what, to answer your original question, first question, that's what Dustin was asking, and that's what he's gonna get.
A couple days ago, Sean Strickland and Luke Rockhold had words for each other. Luke called Sean a fake little bitch on the Jackson podcast, and Sean fired back on X saying that he'd be down to spar Luke at his gym. Luke went off on Sean again in an interview with the Schmo recently. Luke said, "I'm not a fan. He puts on the most boring fights of all time. He's a fake. He's a fraud. I think he's f***ing acting up there. I've heard he's got social media managers telling him what to do and telling him what to say. Let's try to be a little more real, boy. Hey, what the fans want is what the fans get. If it makes sense, we're gonna get it. I would fight that kid anyway, in any form, in any place, with the right paycheck, of course. I don't fight for free. I trained with the kid when I was just on a bender in COVID. I felt what he feels like. I felt the feel, and he hasn't really felt my feel. I feel that things could feel my way, under the right feeling circumstances." Sean acts like he's all, "I'll f***ing go to the death," and he puts on this hillbilly f***ing right-wing f***ing bogan attitude when he's really just a f***ing bitch. You ain't gonna fight to the death. You go out there and you put on the line in the last 5 f***ing seconds of every fight, and you sit there and you walk around like a f***ing stupid nutcracker, kicking and punching like an idiot. Michael Bisping doesn't understand why Paulo Costa would back up against Sean Strickland so much. Bisping says it's not like Sean is known for his power.
I don't understand Paulo backing up the whole time, because not on Sean, it's not like he's like this massive one-shot knockout artist. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? He's a very good striker. I'm not saying he's not, but he's not known for like Alex Pereira type power. Whoa, you got to be careful. And then also backing up the whole time, your body. You're in a sense of a heightened sense of stress the whole time, because just walking forward, plodding forward, you're fine. You can do that all day long, and I know the commentators were talking about it, but just to elaborate, if you're Paulo Costa and you're going on the back foot and you're dancing around and you wear the fence behind you and you're having to circle and you're having to do this and you're moving back, but then you're trying to stop and land a shot and then going back to on your back, it's so taxing on your leg muscles.
Right.
It's taxing on your cardiovascular system. But the stress levels that are way higher as well.
Which will make you more tired.
It's going to make you more tired all round. So if Paulo just had the balls, and pardon the expression, the metal, to say, no, but I'm going to stand here, Sean would have stopped advancing.
Yeah.
Because he's not
He has to.
take him down. You know, and that's like the unwritten code. And Sean was just psychologically stronger than Paulo in the fight, and therefore was able to just walk him around the octagon for 5 rounds. It's Paulo's fault. He allowed Sean to dictate the pace, dictate the fight, dictate the geography of the octagon, to just own pretty much all of it. Yeah, sure, Paulo landed some shots. Yeah, Paulo went to the body a couple of times, and he threw a few good legs.
Some nasty body shots too.
Yeah, but the visual, anyone, you could get any Tom and Harry off the street, that persistent prick knocking on the door. I could say, yo, come here. Watch this fight and tell me who wins. They would say Sean Strickland all day long.
Tom Aspinall posted behind-the-scenes footage of the UFC 304 media tour. For those of you who use TikTok, make sure to give Tom a follow. Links in the description.
Me and Leon's shadowboxing already. Leon's ready for action. We like it. It's on night 27th of July.
2 rematches. Not my rematch.
Leon's rematch. It's all good.
Right.
I honestly get bored of myself speaking. I'm like, you can't speak about this anymore. I'm bored of myself.
How do you do, Liam? That was his first.
Oh, mate, it was good. You talked well of me, so that's good.
Yeah, we'll give him a pass on that one.
We'll give him a pass on that one. It was good. Risking making a protein shake in the back of a car. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? He's not gonna do it. Oh.
I made one. Only halfway there.
Only having 2.
50 grams this, mate. Mid-morning.
What's the name of that record label?
Afternoon nap. It's going to be a late one. Always prepare yourself for an afternoon nap if you want for a late one. Training. So you usually train at like 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. I think someone's on a good few rounds there in the middle of the fight.
One down, one up. Come on, bro.
See you, mate.
Thank you.
Love that.
Brilliant. Yeah. Let's look after us. Cheers. See you in a bit.
What's that bag, mate?
Representing Aldi. Back for life. Oh wait, one more week now. Baggers. James hates he's a posh. No one likes the posh places, but we're in for the dives, me and you, Charlie. Posh.
Michael Chandler says the fight against Conor McGregor is still on. Chandler recently made an appearance on the Pivot podcast. Here's what he had to say.
Fight camp, man. Got this fight coming up.
You think?
I hope, yeah.
We hope,
allegedly.
right?
No, the fight's happening. Obviously, where we are right now, yeah, there's a lot of speculation, but the fight is on June 29th. It's happening.
The UFC also posted this last night on their YouTube channel. It's a fight promo for UFC 303. Alex Pereira drops a fan with a body shot.
Big one.
Nice one.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Nate Marks. It says, Helen tries to be a serious journalist with more serious interviews. Nina basically treats her interviews as if she's a substitute teacher in a classroom. The second one says she ain't called Nina drama for nothing. The final one says, Tuivasa training with Pereira is a great move for Ty. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.